everyone, friends and fellow Rangers, and welcome back to Split the Party. My name is Anne Ramos, your Game Master for this evening. This is Power Rangers Zephyr Storm. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Let's start with some introductions, starting with Brendan. Go.
Oh, hello. I'm on screen. Oh, wait. Hey!
Hey!
There we go. Sorry, my computer's struggling to keep up. Hey, everybody. My name is Brendan. I am playing Kevin Jacaranda, the Pink Ranger, tonight. I am a cast member of Split the Party, and I also co-host a film review podcast called Nothing Negative. Check it out on buzzsprout.com/nothingnegative or any of your podcast platforms.
Excellent. And then next we're
me.
going to go over to... and then we're going to go over to George.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's George. I'm also from Split the Party, and I don't have any other podcasts, but you know what I do have? This stream. I'm playing Bennett Briarwood.
What ranger are you?
I'm the red one, but sometimes it's a little bit more of a vermilion color.
Oh. Right, I'm getting ready you.
And next we have Ash.
Hi, that's me. Hi, I'm Ash, and I make stuff. I am playing Kay Taylor, our Green Ranger. I also don't have a podcast or a interlope here. I'm just guessing. But you can find me occasionally over on OzQuest for the Sword of the Skulls stream, which I play the tiefling Clary Lilith. Very fun.
Nice. Wait, you're not a bisexual warlock tiefling?
Not warlock.
It's a rule.
Definitely cleric there.
Unwritten rule of D&D is all tieflings are bisexual. Right, sorry, hold on.
Can't argue with that. She's queer as fuck.
Okay. Wow. The audio did something funky there. Benji.
Wah! What's up, everybody? I'm Benji. I am also part of Split the Party. I said Split the Party. And on the second half of Nothing Negative podcast with Brendan as well, where you can find me in all podcast listening apps, devices, areas. I also really like vanilla ice cream. Oh, and I'm also playing the Blue Ranger, Choi Kim.
Two very important things. And last but not least for this evening, Axel.
Hello, I'm Axel. I'm playing Ben Lawson. I'm Ben Lawson, the Yellow Ranger. I am not part of Split the Party, but I do occasionally appear on here and some other random streams, but you'll never know which one. I don't have a podcast either.
F's in chat for no podcast.
F's in chat for no podcast.
Rough.
A little bit of housekeeping before we get our game started. We are raising money for more art. As you can see on the lower right-hand corner of our overlay, there are some character art pieces and stats scrolling through. We are looking to commission our Rangers morphed forms. That's right, more art. Morphed Ranger suits. If you enjoy what we're watching, if you enjoyed last week and you want to help us level up the stream, hit !Ko-Fi and, drop, if you can afford to do so, drop a few dollars our way. It'll help us level up the stream and level up your experience. And with a word from our sponsor, Axel.
I'll respond to Ven. That's cool. We have a sponsor for our stream, the Power Rangers Zephyr Storm, Wooten Forge. Check out their range using our affiliate link, and you get 10% off, and you get some awesome dice holders made of amazing quality wood like this. They're an Australian company. Amazing stuff. Go check them out. Oh, use !Wooten Forge in the chat.
Yeah. We did
Yeah.
get a hydrate normal like from Monman. If everyone wants to take a moment
Oh.
to take a
Yes.
quick sip.
Cheers, and thank you for watching this evening.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. So I guess there's one last thing left for me to say. Roll the opening credits.
All right. Yeah. Hey.
Hey. Last time on Power Rangers Zephyr Storm, did a little bit of a history lesson back in time, a handful of years, to learn where our heroes were the day the aliens attacked, when they were 12, 13 years old. You know, the aliens come in cycles. 5 years later, they decide to come back, finish the job. Yeah, that's basically it. On a day where town of, I know it, I wrote this in the notes, Aldebright Cove. I'm doing so great, guys. The town of Aldebright Cove was celebrating 5 mysterious, colorful heroes. You know, imagine the timing. 5 years later, another attack happens in town. Left our heroes in their new morphed forms, armored up, and fighting off metallic skeletal creatures, attacking on Main Street, wreaking havoc. And according to my handy initiative board, it is Ven's turn to act. We have Choi having taken care of a couple of their opponents. We had a couple of people running in one direction. So we will address that as it comes up. Ben, you are in your new armored form. Before you get to act, there is a voice that everybody hears in their helmets through a communication system, and it is the voice of your robot friend Andy that says, if you require your weapons, just summon them from the grid. And that you get that kind of audio memo, and everyone in the group hears it through their helmet.
It's inside the computer.
Did you guys say that?
Or inside our brains.
Told you guys these suits were haunted.
Oh my god. Okay,
So
well,
Ben,
Oh my god.
Hey, helmet,
I'm
play
just gonna-
Nickelback.
Ben has no idea what to do. Give me something to shoot with.
Okay, so here's what I'd like for you to do. Roll me an general alertness check. Just a d20 plus your alertness skill.
Alertness. Oh yes, it's a plus d4. Okay, let's go. It's a 16.
Woo.
You remember being in the command tower with everyone else when you first gained this power. That you were instructed to focus on your weapon to pull it out of the extra-dimensional space. You remember Taylor messing around with that a little bit.
Mhm.
Or no, wait, was it
Your
you?
notepad's in there.
Sorry.
Yeah, my notepad.
Yeah,
I don't think I know what my weapons are though, or if I have any.
Or you just
I mean,
concentrate
I know,
on the.
but Ven might not.
It's a good attitude.
A
That's
sewing
your-
machine.
Yeah.
Vin,
Uh,
I had a gun in
With-
mind. Try pulling out a gun.
Give me a gun.
Okay, with your alertness check being high enough, you remember the space where your notebook is, and when you go to access that space with your mind, you notice that
okay.
within that space there is a yellow two kind of glowing yellow lights that are like floating there in that space, along with your notebook, your little interdimensional
And my costume.
and
Yeah.
your costume. It's there
The
too.
giant
Very
Sphinx
important.
costume, yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank God it's there. I thought I lost it forever. That was a lot of cardboard to lose. Okay, cool. I will grab the two glowing lights, one in each hand.
And when you refocus into, present time space, you notice that you're holding a pair of daggers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now you have things to stab with. Congratulations.
But they are just bones. Oh no.
Stab them in the
Uh,
bones.
Yeah, I'll stab the nearest one in the bones.
okay. So you
Can I run up to one, stab it, and then run back?
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. I would like for you to roll a finesse test. That's your D20 plus your finesse die.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's an 18.
Let's see what you have.
What did you roll on your finesse die?
Including the bonus die? Or
No,
the D1,
Just
I got a 4.
just
I
the-
got a 1, sorry. On the
okay.
D4.
That's good. That's good. I just
Oh,
need
okay.
to know in case you crit. So when you take a stab at this skeletal creature, it's made out of metal. It sparks. But you do manage to generate some energy, and it kind of stumbles backwards, not expecting you to actually hit it. And yeah, it just looks mean and angry. So
Oh,
that
no.
is your standard action. Just try a little stab. You also have the ability to make yourself harder to hit. One of your free actions is to defend, because you have a special perk that allows you to do
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I would love to make myself harder to hit.
Yeah.
I'm
so you can
bright
ta-
yellow. I'm kind of an easy
You can
target.
take. You can take. As long as you are not moving more than 5 feet away, you can take a step back.
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
take
you-
like a step or two back and then
Yeah, you're just like, nope.
done on the spot.
Yeah. So this,
And then I'll quickly flip off the skeleton.
Mm.
For good measure. I want to hurt its
Yeah.
feelings too.
Psychic.
Bonus emotional damage.
You know what? Just for fun, can you roll me a 20 plus plus your intimidation or
Yeah.
performance performance. I'll take performance if you have that.
Oh, I also have a D4 in performance.
Nice.
That's an 18 plus 1.
Oh yeah.
It's a 19.
No, you go ahead and flip this creature off, and it growls at you as if like trying to be mean back, but you can kind of sense that you might have maybe hurt its feelings a little bit.
That's exactly what I
And it
wanted.
just yeah. So you're just like, yeah, and you hear this kind of low growling, like, and then it recoils back at you a little bit, like, ow, that hurt, and also you're mean, kind of vibes. Yeah.
Sick. I'm happy to end my turn there.
Excellent. Let's get a status update on Bennett. Bennett, where you at?
Bennett has obviously run pretty far back away from the skeletons, but mostly because they're terrifying. But he's going to probably just keep bipping with his blaster, being like, everyone, try out your guns. They're pretty good. Pretty fun to shoot. And then he's going to shoot
Brogan.
one of the skeletons again.
Great. That is a D20 plus your targeting.
Is Bennett from Bundaberg, dude?
Or FNQ, baby.
That is a 13. But I only got a 1 on my other one, on my targeting.
So you're running back, and your shot just flies right over the shoulder of the skeleton that you were trying to shoot. So
Shit, I missed.
you just narrowly miss. However, however, your shot actually went so wide that it hit a different skeleton past this other guy. So that guy, sparks fly, and that skeleton just vanishes.
I've taken another life.
Are these things alive?
Taylor, who ran after Bennett at the end of the last one because she's a coward, just goes, "What do you mean another life?"
I mean, well, I killed one of those skeletons earlier. You didn't see, but yeah. But to answer your question, Kevin, are they alive? Somewhat, like a pet.
I've killed 2 of them.
All right.
These hands.
Okay, according to this list, that is it for... Okay, so you're gonna keep kind of moving back? Using your
Yes.
movement to...
Oh yeah, I'm trying to like get into a car and drive away, but there's no cars.
Okay,
so
that's
I'm searching
great.
for one.
Yeah.
They're
Fearless
Miss
leader's trying to
Taylor's
run.
you somewhere around.
All right. We're gonna move on to Choi real quick. What you got, buddy?
So I protected the 2 kids from the 2 enemies.
Yeah, and one of them,
in
and
la-
one of them called you their hero.
Yes. Is there any other civilians around that I can see that's in danger?
Not any immediate danger. I mean, for the most part, apparently people around here are like, danger? Okay, we're running. So the crowds have scattered. You are essentially part of the frontline defense with these creatures coming around.
I wanna make sure I stand in the way of any creatures heading towards any civilians. So I just want to clock the closest like minion I can see that's trying to go after civilian, and I want to get in there.
Yeah. So, can either go for just one target, or you can find like 2 that are close to each other. You can take a downshift and roll a lower skill die to hit multiple targets, which is the thing that I screwed up explaining to you last week. My bad. But you can try this. So would you like to just go for one, or do you want to?
I will
Try
attack
to-
as many as I'll close my eyes and I swing. I'll take a I'll take a disadvantage on the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna say you close your eyes and pick a direction. Once you pick the direction, you open your eyes and there's two of them right there.
Ah!
What is your finesse skill die again? It's a D4.
My finesse. I don't have a finesse.
Oh, are you might based? I thought you were finesse.
I am might based.
Oh.
Ooh, and how many what's your die for might?
D4.
Excellent. I totally knew that. So what you would do for multiple targets is that you would take the next lower skill die, which is a D2,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would roll to attack the two separate targets. So
Okay.
let's see those rolls.
With the D2.
Just with the D2, both of them.
Okay.
Because
okay.
there's multiple targets.
A 1 for the first roll.
With your D20. Your D2 with your D20.
17 plus 1 for the first roll.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then 6 plus 2 for the next roll.
So when you attack, the hammer that you have comes down on the first skeleton and smash, sparks fly, and the first target disappears. However, when you on the backswing, the follow-up, your other attack swings wide and misses the other target. You still have movement, so you can actually just back off of this guy if you really wanted to, or you can hold your ground.
I will hold my ground, and as it is a Power Ranger stream, I will do Power Ranger sounds. Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Perfect. I love that. That is great.
And a lot of
Alright.
this.
Perfect. Up next, we have Kevin.
Alrighty. Alright. Kevin is a little embarrassed from what he just did. If we remember last week, Kevin thought his Zephyr blaster was a kunai and tried to throw it at one of the metallic skeletons attacking innocent civilians, and maybe bungled it a little bit. And he looks around, he sees all his peers and new teammates doing good fighting things. He's like, come on, you've been training, Kevin. This is your moment. This is be a senpai, not a gaijin. And he
Okay,
reaches
so
in to the grid.
roll me a alertness check, please.
Okay.
A D20 plus your alertness skill.
We have a look at my.
Let's all remember you threw your gun last
Yes.
week too.
I'm reaching into.
Yep.
Which is it under smartness? Yeah. Okay. So.
It's under smarts, yes.
Oh no. So that is a 8 total.
Okay, so
Be a senpai.
you actually okay, so what happens is that you end up when you reach it to the grid, you actually have your eyes closed. So unlike Ven, you do not actually see what you're reaching for.
Mhm.
And you know what? Roll me a D2. Just
Okay.
flip a coin and tell me what the result is.
It is tails.
You actually close your eyes and just reach, and you actually, when you pull your hand back and you open your eyes, you have something in your hand that you didn't before. It is a nice shiny boomerang, and it's glowing at you.
Whoa.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness. I could do this. Can I see how many enemies are there now? Like, are there 2 within range, or like?
There are two within range. They kind of have been moving around and shuffling, but you can easily find two of them within range.
Right. Are there two near Troy? Actually, are there two near Bennett?
There are two that are roughly 25 to 30 feet away from Bennett, because Bennett's been shooting at them, so he doesn't have anyone close by.
Okay. Well, he chooses two targets. I would like to try... Can I try my volley attack?
You absolutely can. For the low price of one personal power, you are able to make two volley attacks. I know how to do this. As long as you do not move.
I haven't moved yet.
As long as you do not move from your spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like for you to make two targeting checks for me, 1d20 plus your targeting skill.
Nice. Second targeting. Oh, that's a d4. Look at that.
Look at you, and you don't even have to take any penalties because it's a special ability that you do.
Come on, Kevin, don't embarrass yourself again.
No,
You can do it, Kevin.
The first one was a
This
9.
one is- Okay.
The second one was better. The second one is a 19.
Ooh.
Okay, so here is what happens. At first, so Kevin flicks his wrist and releases the boomerang with like a bright pink glow from his glove. And at first the boomerang twirls and flies and misses the first target, goes a little wide, but then it comes back around
Yes.
and hits the other target, the other skeleton figure, on the way back. And you can almost feel in your mind like the boomerang come back to you, like it's drawn to you magnetically almost. And that's the feeling you get as you reach when your boomerang returns. It is the coolest feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is your standard action. You cannot move because you have opted to volley.
That's fine. That's my turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, everyone. Everyone, take a life, so we're all in this together. I saw. Now none of us are guilty.
None of us are innocent or guilty?
Well,
No, because we all did it, so it's the norm.
while you contemplate the moral quandaries of blowing up alien creatures, the remaining handful of the skeletons are starting to see you as a team, as a threat, danger. The blue guy, probably not to be messed with. You know, they're starting to figure things out, and you hear these kind of grumbling noises. You don't know what they're saying, but it's almost as if they're communicating, and get the sense that they're just like, this is not what we signed up for, and they all kind of just as the skeletal figures vanish, you guys feel pretty good, actually.
It's the murder.
You didn't necessarily know what you're doing, but they're metal. They're, came out of nowhere, possibly alien. You don't have to feel bad about it, right?
They were cornering civilians.
Yeah, you were defending the defenseless, which is what you do.
Then that's fine.
That makes it okay.
Listen,
Justified.
you can have that debate later. However, your friend Andy's voice comes through your helmets again, and you realize this time that there's a communication system in there. You can see through your visor there is a bit of a HUD. on the interior side of your helmet that you can see, and now noticing that there is a communication there incoming. So you're not surprised this time. You're not freaking out. And Andy just says, "Well done. I'm teleporting you back to the command tower. We must debrief."
Okay.
And
Wow.
disappear with a before you can say anything, you disappear into colorful
Beams of
lights, which incidentally matched the colors of your suit, because that's how we roll here. Beams of light.
Whoa.
The feeling of teleporting, it feels a little uncomfortable and a little bit queasy for like half a second, but for the most part, it's an instantaneous event, and it takes all of 30 seconds, and you are back in the familiar, or somewhat familiar from like 20 minutes ago, space of the command tower where your little robot friend Andy is rolling up to you, and they say, "Not bad for your first time."
First time? Yeah.
I would give you a high five, as is customary for Earth people. And the robot's eyes like blink as if they're like thinking.
Red.
But
Buffering.
it's literally, no, it's green, but it's like blinking like they're thinking. And I do not have arms, I don't have hands.
That's okay. I'll
It's
do
really
it.
weird.
I'll give everyone a high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pat
High five's
Andy
better.
gently on the head.
And you, as you are celebrating, I think, okay, so, who's got the highest alertness dice here?
Great question. I'll look here. Mine's a
I've got a
D2.
D4.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, D2 as well.
Okay. So, then you notice something in the corner of your eye that wasn't there before your little excursion. It's
Oh,
it's a light off in the distance further down into the command tower, and it's a shimmery silvery like energy kind of thing. It's not like a physical door, it's a doorway with like
it's a magic door.
That's-
Yeah.
you
I know
you
the
clock
type.
that. And
Cool.
It's Narnia.
and
Yeah.
Andy is actually
Katie Mountain.
and Andy is actually rolling in that direction when you notice this, and they are at a console near the door.
Hey guys,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
do you reckon we should go through that door?
Well, I've got piano practice, but I can stick around for a couple more minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Boy, I literally drove you here.
Here?
I'm not getting home on time. It's been me the whole
Is your-
time.
Can you store your car in your grid?
Well, my keys are in the pockets of my overalls, which I'm assuming are in the grid. I don't think I'm wearing them under this.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. I am nude. I'm nude.
Well, they did say we were here to
Actually-
debrief.
Actually, as you are all approaching this door, Andy says, please follow me. I have something to show you. And they actually roll through the door. And as you follow them, there is a it's essentially like a conference room with a really long table, and there is a sort of like a slightly raised platform with a glass sort of encasing, like a glass case almost, and a door, and it's got shimmering light in it as well, and so Andy, as they roll into the room, says, you may have discovered that, or some of you may have discovered that your weapons and your equipment and the things that you hold disappear into a space outside of this particular space of existence. And then there's a screen on the wall, and it's essentially like a PowerPoint presentation about the Morphin Grid, and they explain that those who wield the power, and they are pointing at your wrists where your band is. You are still morphed unless you decide to utter the words that you somehow magically all of a sudden know, just like every Power Ranger who becomes a Power Ranger, they just know exactly what to say. By the way, the magic words are power down.
Power down!
Kevin returns from his morph form to his regular form and discovers that he was not, in fact, naked under the suit.
Thank God. Power down.
Ben, you discovered that whatever it was you were wearing under your costume, it was also under your suit. Because power armor, just like cosplay, chafes if you're not wearing anything underneath it.
Ooh, not good.
So you are, in fact, wearing civilian outfit. A civilian outfit, whatever that may look like.
You got your civvies on.
I'm somewhat disappointed.
No, your clothes do not disappear into the grid when you're morphed. Taylor?
Yes?
Do you also power down?
Nah.
There's a fun thing you realize you can do, and it's to remove your helmet if you wanted to. It's a thing that you just know.
I think she does that. I think she's just like, hang on, guys. God damn. And like,
your hair comes out of the helmet.
She has
all
the
perfect
most amount of hair. Like if you picture early, like 2007 Taylor Swift meets Gillian Holtzman from 2016's Ghostbusters, you're pretty close to how much hair she has, and it's everywhere because it's come out of the bun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how that fit in the helmet, but
But it also
think it's the grid.
falls. It falls perfectly magically. Like it just looks really dope, and you're just like, huh?
I'll hand you a hair lackey
looks good.
from my wrist, just in case.
she tries to put it back up, but it's like this round because she doesn't brush it. So the band doesn't go over it.
That's fine.
You learned from Andy's presentation that you are now connected through this interdimensional space to a wider network of heroes, much like yourself, now color coordinated teams from all across the world and all across the galaxy. You have a personal link, a psychic connection to the grid. So if you think of something, you can pull it out. Like Troy pulled out the hammer and Ven pulled out the daggers, and Kevin just yoinked his boomerang.
Grid, give me $1,000.
Andy, if you can hear a robot laugh, it's like high-pitched beeping sounds that sound very amused.
Oh,
And
son.
This is, you jokester. I'm not kidding. Give me the money.
It's all right. I'll figure out how to pay for the surgery another way.
Somewhere in some other corner of the galaxy, there's another Power Ranger just going, I just felt my wallet disappear.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Where did it go?
Where's my $1,000?
You can
Missing from the
you
pocket dimension.
you can only retrieve items that you've stored or items linked to your personal power set. And then
I do love the idea
they
that it's a
point at-
shared locker system, though.
Yeah.
It's compartmentalized. However, in the local grid system, you guys are the only 5 in there, so it would have to be a real long reach if you're trying to reach another, like, Yellow Ranger stuff or
It probably won't be legal tender
another
anyway.
team.
Can I ask Andy what happened to the last series? Andy, what happened to the last magical heroes, the colorful heroes?
The colorful heroes travel through the grid to help another team somewhere in somewhere
I know you said
in
they
the
perished,
United
but
States.
like, how did they perish?
They disappeared into the grid to fight the Sheen Empire in another country. I recall vaguely that they left to fight in California. I do not understand why everything happens in California. Before they can respond further, there is a video playing in the background of these colorful heroes, and it is footage from their last fight against the Machine Empire. There's a faded sign, barely make it out, in the background. It says Angel Grove. So it's they you learn further that this team, known as the Dragon Force, traveled to California, and is where they perished. This particular group didn't stick around in one place and tended to travel a lot. And he will further explain that some of the teams are tied to one location and tend to serve one place in its defense. You see a clip of a town called Side. There's other rangers there. Another place called Mariner Bay. A different set of rangers. So between that and a place called Oak Ridge Heights was where they spent their time traveling after they left Aldebright Cove. So you get a little bit of that history from Andy. And then there is a soft beeping that you all hear from one of the consoles in the room. And Andy rolls over to the console and says, "Oh, finally! Thank goodness!" And you see these thin robotic arms start pushing buttons frantically, and the enclosure, the glass enclosure with on the raised platform with the door starts going from like a silvery glow to more of a pale blue, and hear a little bit more beeping, and there is if you are looking, there is a body that appears through this enclosure, and
Who's that?
Andy pushes a button and the enclosure opens to reveal a tall, red-headed woman in black, in a black kind of leather catsuit. I guess that's the word I'm
Hell
looking for.
yeah.
I guess. Who has just arrived and recognized her as the woman in the video who eventually was like, if you're watching this video, the heroes have perished. That lady from like 20 minutes ago, the video that Andy showed you.
Was her name like Saphira or something? Or was that completely wrong?
Andy says, I would like to introduce you to Dulcea. She
So
is
close.
Spot on.
Nailed it. No formalities, please. And Andy just says, but you are the ruler of Phaedos. Must be treated as such. She clears her throat and says, I am a guest here. I am no ruler, I am just a guest here. And she turns to all of you and says, my apologies for not being here sooner. I would have explained everything in person, but matters of political importance have kept me from being here. I see that you have met my automated neurodigital intelligence, Andy.
Oh, it's an acronym.
Yeah, it's very clever. The scientists on Phaedos they really love their acronyms. They are made from the latest alpha technology. My planet, we do a technology share with the other planets in the intergalactic alliance. So it looks like that you have managed to get along in my absence, and they look at those who have remained morph. Would Kevin have remained morphed?
Oh, yeah, Kevin's like, oh, my queen! And he tries to take his helmet off as well, to be as glorious as Taylor's with her hair came out. but he just takes his
Gets
helmet
stuck.
off. He takes it off, but his body's morphed into like this Fitz felt little thing. But then when he takes the helmet off, he's just got this like chubby face, just chubby little head on top of this really fit body. He's like, "Do I look?" It goes to Troy. He's like, "Was that as cool as when she did it?"
Yeah.
Nailed
You
it.
do feel pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't have the same amount of hair, so it's not
Yeah.
the same
He
effect.
still
but you
flexes
do.
around.
You look and feel pretty damn cool. And then Dulcea says, "Please, no formalities here. I am the guest on your planet. That being said, do have some matters for you. I do have some matters to address. Has Andy started informing you on the nature of your abilities?"
Well, we found out that we have guns in our extra-dimensional spaces that we can pull out.
And boomerangs.
That's a wonderful start. Yes.
I know Kung Fu now, and I'm limber.
I'm so limber. How limber are we?
Well, you have been gifted with increased physical ability. You can run and jump faster and higher than would otherwise outside of your morphed forms. I would say that's pretty accurate to your first time experience. How many of you have any sort of physical training?
I'm self-trained.
I
We're
do a lot
high
of
school
hiking.
students.
I did Taekwondo as a kid.
I'm really good at ignoring hot glue burns.
I blow things up for fun.
I'm basically
Taylor's
a
right,
We
ninja.
we're
can work with
children.
this.
I'm basically a ninja.
We can work with this.
I have so many questions for you. Most of them are very derogatory. But the main one is, we're children. We are not supposed to undergo physical training on account of it will divert our bodies from, making us tall and so that it will just make us short and strong. But, why children? Why are child soldiers okay morally for you?
She kind of
She
has
side-eyes.
this
Backs up through the
My-
portal.
Teleports away.
She kind of has this those double blinks and
Yeah.
says, hang on. She says, perhaps it may be culturally inappropriate. However, and then the video behind her, has a bit of a montage of other teenagers who've been recruited into this fight in the past.
Some of those people
And,
look really old. Are you sure that they're teenagers?
The recruitment protocols say that they're teenagers. I did not program that technology.
We have a
So,
don't ask, don't tell
there may
policy,
be. We don't talk about real ages here.
What happens
Yeah,
when we
technology.
turn
How
20?
much of this is actual? Your knees start to ache when you crouch. Is what happens.
I'm gonna
Speaking of-
summon. Oh, sorry. No, I'm gonna summon my sketchbook real quick and start scribbling down. on it.
Yeah, you are able to. You're able to summon if you have. So essentially, what you are told is that if you put your personal objects into the grid, you can pull those when you aren't morphed. But if you're trying to pull your weapon or whatever else, Andy will tell you it does not work unless you are in your morph form as part of the
Fair enough.
exposition. However, you do manage to get your notebook back, and it is intact.
Oh,
Everything's
perfect.
and the pen is attached to it and everything.
Madam, Your Highness, or
Dulcea is fine, please. No, none of those formalities.
And
Okay.
Cabana.
My liege.
Hey. Okay then. Hey, broski. Are you wearing leather?
Yes, this is my traveling. This is my traveling.
Right,
Gear.
right. Could you do me a favor? Could you lift your arms up above your head, real quick?
I was going to, and then she's like awkwardly raising her arm, and she's
I'm
doing
scribbling
this, like,
furiously.
That
Perfect.
covered,
Yeah.
that covered
Okay.
Kevin's
Amazing.
Amazing.
eyes.
It doesn't even bunch up around the shoulders. Who made amazing
Wait.
craftsmanship?
It's very well fitted.
I need to. Yes, I had this done in Phaedos before I left.
Question.
Right. Sure. And she immediately moves on to the next question, not fully addressing Taylor's question. Like a typical adult.
These are some
Over.
red flags. I'm just gonna say.
Do all alien species basically wear really tight clothes?
This is
You start
this is a
grabbing your
personal-
suit.
This is a personal choice. You know, and at the same time, Andy pulls up a on the screen, like, just clips of like these sets of triplets in like long flowy robes, golden black robes, and just like Eltarians prefer a loose fitting style, but
Well,
you know,
yeah,
it
yeah.
entirely depends on personal style.
Just like us. Just like us.
Emphasize the point.
I have an above game question. Is it air conditioned in the command tower?
The command tower.
Just,
Temperature
it's pretty
controlled.
cool. Yeah.
just because
It
this
is-
lady's
it is
wearing leather
absolutely-
in Australia in the summer. So
She's sweating through it.
Yeah, I was also
Yeah,
thinking, like, are you
true.
warm in that?
The flies just start buzzing
Or
around.
is-
It's just
Or is alien leather breathable?
The alien leather's breathable, okay? Like, you don't know. But she seems unbothered by it. Maybe it's a combination of the command tower being air conditioned. Those who are still in their more forms don't feel the heat or anything like that.
Ah.
So
Yeah, I feel fine.
perhaps even the power armor is temperature controlled. So, you know, you're not feeling any discomfort in your morphed suits.
just lean over to Choi like, I think that the ghost that's in this suit is keeping me cold because I can't feel weather.
My ghost can make me do backflips.
this is the
That's
only
pretty
time
cool.
in my life I haven't had back sweat.
Ah, Kevin!
Amazing. Right. Well, I understand the ethical concerns and lack of experience in this fight. The recruitment protocols chose you. I do not necessarily know what that all means, but the powers themselves have taken to you as people. You wouldn't have been able to unlock your abilities, and weaponry had Morphing Grid not allowed it to happen. Perhaps there's a mystical or supernatural element about it.
It changes
However,
depending
now
on the
that
season.
the grid, well, I mean, there's the whole thing of, you know, previous wielders being
Yeah.
kind of dead. So there's all that. Mm, I understand it's. I understand it's questionable. But we're here
Are we
now.
expected to die for the cause?
What?
If everything goes well, the equipment that you have should be able to protect you.
We're
But-
wearing dead people clothes.
Yeah, did you upgrade them since the last guys? I
Yeah, I
have
feel like-
plans.
Guys, don't ruin this for me. I'm thin and I'm very flexible.
Just Dotsia versus Gen Z and nihilism.
Kevin, say power down real quick.
No.
Kevin
Face
never
reality,
wants to be
Kevin.
No,
Face
I'm never
reality.
taking it off.
Scouts on it. You gotta be honest. You
I'm
gotta,
gonna go to bed
face
in this.
reality, brother.
I'm gonna go to bed in this joy.
No, it's gonna smell. It's gonna be so bad.
It's connected to the grid. The grid doesn't smell, I think.
the nihilism.
Kayla's gonna go and see if there's a zipper on the back of Kevin's suit.
You, Andy just says, I'm a robot that is programmed to deliver facts, and while the previous wielders of your powers have been lost to a fight, it was a fight of their own choosing. You do not have to engage in such world-changing fights if you do not want to. They chose to come to the aid of others beyond the jurisdiction of their duties. You
It's just-
are simply meant to defend your home. And
We had our-
we have equipped you to do so.
We had
Go
our
on.
first fight, and I saw Ven. I can't say the same for. I look at Taylor and I look at Bennett. I'm just saying. I saw Ven. You guys would have been fighting real hard.
Look, I shot a gun for the first time today, Joy, and then I got scared of it,
Into his
and I ran
nuts.
away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't shoot Bennett in the dick. I shot a skeleton.
Oh, sorry.
I saw
I kicked
Scary.
Bennett in the nuts.
there were scary skeleton men, and I decided to shoot from a safe distance. I don't think that that's cowardly. I think that that's quite smart.
No one's saying cowardly. No one ever said that word.
So, isn't your
Um,
armor specifically designed for more upfront battle?
Yeah, so if they get to me, I'll be much safer.
Yep, just
Right, so we'll just hide the buff dude in red up the back.
So you want you want the aliens to get through us before they get to you?
No. Look, I've played a game. It's called World of Warcraft, and I've got to teach you some tactics because all of us are going to learn how to kite things. We're just going to shoot at them and keep running backwards.
Are we
That is
fighting?
our Power Ranger tactic for the rest of our lives.
Power Ranger Kite Force.
Is it too late to
Dulcea,
rebrand?
Dulcea tilts her head to the side and says, "We have our work cut out for us.
This is why we don't recruit
Come
down
on.
south.
No, Elsa does not like us. We're not doing great
on,
first
This is
impression.
what happens when you give responsibility to teenagers.
Hi.
We're not even legal adults.
Maybe we are in her homeland. Maybe they, only
Okay,
live
but
like
we're not on
15
her
years.
homeland, Kevin.
Don't ruin this for me, Taylor.
And on my planet, you are considered grown adults. So come on, follow me.
So act
Planet
like
sounds
it.
awful.
Place to show you. Come along. come
I'm
along.
following.
Yeah, I'll come along.
You are led to a different room in the command tower. It's a really plain looking room. It is wide open. And then there's a sliding door for the entrance. Then she says, "Welcome to the simulation room. This is where you will train." And there is a series of different simulations that you can try, or you can just summon a place for you to, do tactics, learn how to fight, instructional simulations. We have data on a list of different common threats in the galaxy. I would suggest that you spend some time in here. However, that is entirely up to you. But for now, I am going to get settled. There are color-coded rooms on the second floor where you can decompress, settle in. And she points at her wrist. Taylor, you're still morphed, correct? Those who are not morphed will, they'll have their gauntlet.
Taylor doesn't have a morpher. She has a stick with a head on it.
You've licked multiple times.
Multiple times.
The lick stick.
And will continue to do so.
Dulcea nods in acknowledgement to the stick and says, "When you demorph, it will disappear into the grid, and you will get your wristband as well."
It becomes a big pen.
She will lose it immediately, just in the nest of hair that she has.
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't worry, yours will appear as well as soon as you demorph. The staff, I wouldn't say that it has a mind of its own because it really doesn't, but
yeah, it's
it
haunted.
works a little bit
we already
differently.
figured it out. It's got a ghost in it. We know.
Ghosts. Yeah.
Ghosts.
It's not a ghost. It's
We're
a
Death
pre-recorded
Knights.
hologram.
So,
It's a pre-recorded hologram.
can I live like this, or do I have to power down? Oh no, I said it!
Take the suit off. Oh.
The suit disappears. Damn it!
You
Oh,
You got your corn dog and your sausage thistle back though, mate.
Yeah, your belly rolls out.
Boing.
Oh, you're like the little kid in Turbo. You
Yeah.
just when you power down, you just take a whole different form. Well,
Kevin starts crying.
It's fine.
heroes of the grid must do what they do with intent. So if you intend to power down, and you will power down.
Maybe
And
a
they'll
part
say
of
it
me
just-
knew I should.
Then Dulcea chuckles and says, "You've answered your own question, Kevin."
Mm.
And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back shortly.
See you guys soon.
Hell yeah. See you soon.
And we're back.
Hello. Hey, we're back. Our ranger teams have more questions than answers. Their strange leader person question mark has finally arrived to greet them in person. There's so many questions. However, Dulcea, who has been experiencing some grid jet lag from the travel, has said that she is going to get her chambers in Man Tower. So, Andy rolls up to all of you and says, I am able to teleport you where you need to go, and return you to the town from here, and we're able to communicate and through the morphers, and they're just pointing at their wrist that has nothing on it, but you know, essentially gesturing to imply that you're is there any place you wish to be sent to in particular?
Like, I guess we done here?
Yeah, are we being dismissed?
Yeah, how do we clock out?
Are we free to go, or are we like here forever?
Am I a prisoner?
There's a teleportation system. You may, and then there is a central like gem that corresponds to your color on your wristband. If Taylor powers down, she will see something similar on her wrist where there wasn't a wristband before. And there are two smaller, like, they're not gems, but they're buttons that match the color of the gem. There's a teleportation device accessible to you. I don't know how. Okay, as a GM, I will tell you right now, you will teleport where you need to teleport. Don't ask me how it works. It just works. Okay?
How does it work?
I'd like to teleport.
The robot says if you focus your mental energy towards the place you want to teleport to, when you push the button, the energy of the grid will then modulate through your morpher and send you home.
Anywhere? Leaf Village.
Doesn't make any scientific sense. Like,
Well, yeah, I
that's
want to teleport to my deadbeat dad's place.
Okay, you push the button,
Bennett's still
George.
morphed.
I do, yeah.
Yep.
Bennett is still more.
Okay,
He wants to go beat up his dead people.
Should we?
before you
Follow
go, before you go, before you go,
Well,
for the safety of your for the safety of your family and those, hold on, before you go, for the safety, you are told, for the safety and for the safety of, well, yourself and your family, you are sworn to secrecy, not to reveal your identities to the world. There are some teams that have public identities, but they are also much older than you.
The bomb in your brain will go
But we
off
could
if you
have
tell
been
your
an
dad.
adult. We could have waited a few years and just recruited adults. That's good to know. Thank you, Andy. You've been
Maybe-
very helpful.
maybe we're
This will
better
be
than
good
the
for our
adults.
development.
This will not. Do you know how long, do you know how bad it is to have, broken bones and concussions and stuff going into adulthood?
My
That's
mum
super
will not
bad.
like this. Yeah. I will get in
Yeah.
a lot of trouble if she knows
I will also
that.
get in trouble
Then-
from your mum. Your mum is terrifying. She
My
threw a
mother is
thro-
terrifying.
Guys,
She threw a thong
this
at me
is
the
a-
other day.
Yes, she did. I
guys,
was
guys,
there.
Guys, this is our special little secret to have with Dulcia. We're not supposed to tell Mum and Dad, okay?
Yeah, but if we show up
Okay.
home with bruises and broken bones and concussed out of our minds, we're gonna get in so much trouble, Kevin.
Who here has ranks in science?
Ooh.
I think I do.
Uh,
Let me just check.
A D4.
I got 2.
yes,
I've-
I've got a D4.
None.
Okay.
Science is for nerds.
Okay, So those with science, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus your science skill.
That's really good.
Oh, I got a nat 1 on my
Oh.
d20.
Yikes.
Ben doesn't
Ben
know
would
shit.
dies.
Would you
Ben
like
blows
to...
up.
Ben's
you like
brain
to
leaks out of
roll-
their ears.
Would you like to re-roll that or just bank the story point?
No, I'll
'Cause
cop
the
it.
story point...
I'll cop the nat 1.
Yeah, okay. Then, you look at yourself and you feel okay? I mean,
A concussion
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
can smush and who cares?
yeah, you feel
Ben,
pretty
you're talking
good.
to the
Like,
wall.
You
Huh?
couldn't... No, but like, using Vine, what did you roll for Taylor?
It's 19, 17 plus 2.
Great. However, you know with whatever first aid training you have that you're actually unharmed perfectly fine considering the activity, the fisticuffs, whatever is happening, whatever combat was happening that should have left bruises or marks.
Oh yeah, I
you
didn't get hit.
perfectly fine. Yeah. You did
That's fine.
not.
And I use a gun,
But-
so
That's true. But you also, whatever like tiredness that you felt from like, just waking up, whether you had enough sleep or not, you feel like fresh and energized having come out of that morphed form. Almost like you coming out of it better than you were. That was kind of the vibes. You certainly noticed like a slight boost in your energy that was not there before.
technically I am still half morphed, just holding the helmet the whole time.
Yeah.
So you're feeling good. You're feeling better than ever.
Well, Kevin definitely feels good. Even outside of his morph form, feels like a badass.
I think I'm still a bit limber, guys.
Yeah, you
flip.
should,
Yeah, do a flip.
try to do a flip.
Touch
See if,
your
you can,
toes.
see if you can catch this bullet.
Touch my toes.
Yeah, touch your toes and then do a flip.
Kevin,
Look, Kev, I feel really strong still, even like with my hat off. But I reckon I could probably help you, and like she'll put her hands together and like give you a foothold if you want to do a flip.
right, he does it. Kevin goes to do a.
Um,
to do a-
Do you have is it okay, do you have ranks in either acrobatics or athletics?
how do I check whether it's in or
Please
out of
say
morph?
no.
Acrobatics.
there's- no,
Oh,
your-
no,
your
not a single
skill-
point in any. in either.
Your skill
But
your skill is your skill doesn't change when you're morphed. It's
Oh, okay, yeah,
just
yeah.
when you're morphed you can jump higher
I see.
and
I do have a
It's-
rank in brawn though, which was you told me was lifting. So like,
Yeah,
could I
you
use
can
that
boost.
to assist?
Kevin's just shot into the stratosphere.
okay.
He
So,
fails a
here's-
flip, but it's really high up.
Here's what I'll do, okay? Because you have a rank in brawn, I will allow you to lend assistance, which will cancel out your snag, which means I just want you to roll a d20 for Kevin's acrobatics or athletics, whichever one.
Come
You
on,
wanna
you
choose?
Can I do
this.
anything to give
Brilliant.
him a snag?
Maybe you can just shout advice like, "Stay loose, stay loose."
Keep it
Not
limber,
that loose.
brother.
Sorry, there was a bit of a lag on my end, but we're good now.
Right,
Just
roll
yell
the
like,
D20.
think limber thoughts.
I'm gonna roll the
Yeah,
d20 before
let me
Choi
see.
snags me.
I'm
Okay.
just playing, brother.
So go ahead and just roll that d20 for Kevin, please.
Oh, that's a 17.
One. No. my head cannon.
No!
My head cannon.
Kevin does a. Okay. So technically, athletics is the skill that you would roll to see how far you can jump. So what I will say is, you do a cool backflip off of Taylor's hand, and you actually like land on your feet like solidly, and you've got like this cool pose, and you look awesome doing it.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
shit, Kevin! You became the senpai.
Holy fuck, that was cool.
That was so cool.
Guys,
dude.
That was sick. I did not believe that was gonna happen.
I'm feeling
Also,
very
dude, you
Jack
didn't weigh
Black right
anything.
now.
Right, so you get a bit of a talk about, you know, keeping your powers a secret, all of that. You guys enter into discussions about how sketchy that is. I'm sure there's a whole debate about it. But eventually, as the day winds down, you are able to be sent home at your leisure wherever you want, with the warning that revealing your secret identities may present further danger to
That's
the
for
people
you,
around
Bennett.
you.
That warning is for you, Bennett.
Oh, I get it.
It's a warning for everyone, okay?
So where do we want to go? We can maybe. Do we want to find somewhere to hang out, or are we done for the day? How's everyone feeling?
I'm
Well,
okay
I
to
still
hang.
have my car at the park. If you guys want to, you know, sit in the back and, I don't know, I can drive in circles and you guys can feel alive.
Country town.
Yeah, right.
Right, to Taylor's car.
You
Okay,
are, in fact,
I better
teleported.
power down first.
Let's teleport to a transportation device.
When you power down, Taylor, you notice that when you power down, the staff has disappeared, and your wrist now has a matching band that everyone else is wearing.
Yeah.
Guys, look! How became a band.
Yes. One
I
of
had to
us.
break my wrist to do it.
You had to lick through, you had to lick through
Lick it.
Yeah, I just had to No, I'm not saying that. Holy shit, that was a bad one.
Lick the band.
All right. You are
Tastes like ghosts
sent.
and fake
It
science.
tastes like ghosts.
It's still haunted. Just because it's not a stick anymore doesn't make it less
Yeah,
haunted.
I'm getting like notes of haunting. Yeah, interesting.
You are all
Mine tastes like
sent.
metal.
Why am I the?
Stop licking it then.
Like the gemstone bit.
All right,
who's
that's
Ben?
it. You are teleported where you choose to be teleported. You are not kept against your will. Actually, once the explanation about not revealing your secret identities finished, you are free to do whatever you want, whatever you wish. You are not being kept against your will. Are you all getting teleported to Taylor's vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well. I'll see my deadbeat dad another day.
Taylor's like checking her pockets for her keys. Ah, found them.
Didn't leave them in the grid.
Oh, yeah,
They-
no, when you
They're in
when
the
you
pocket
power
dimension.
down, you notice that your clothes were the way they were. So if your keys were in a pocket, they were there. They did not
Yeah, it's
actually disappear anywhere. Just in
It's very simple. It's like
her pocket.
pen, notepad, keys, pipe wrench.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of
Yeah.
explosive.
Is
The
my-
usual stuff, you know?
Is my
Usual
costume
stuff.
on me? I was wearing it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are in your costume.
I'll rustle along with my cardboard boxes.
However, you do feel you have something underneath, so you're not like naked in your underneath your costume.
Unless you were before.
Well, I
Because-
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't leave the house naked with a Sphinx costume on top.
Does
So
does this mean we're all best friends now?
I hope so.
Joy, we've been best friends since we were 6 years old.
Well, adding, we're more friends. Are we all friends?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe
We have friendship bracelets now that we
Yeah.
can't ever take off. Ever.
Don't lick. Stop licking them.
And they come at a cost.
Our lives.
Let's not think about it too hard.
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
do you guys want to talk about how absolutely fucked up that is? Because, oh my god. I'm assuming we've teleported away and are not having this conversation in front of Andy.
Yeah, no, you've definitely teleported away. However, like as you are getting settled,
It's just like
I
during
can
the
hear you.
teleport. Just during the teleport. Do you guys want to talk about how fucked up this is?
it's a shot of the the teleportation beams of light, and then just a voiceover of you guys talking over it as you're teleporting. We can all agree how messed up this is, right? Yeah.
The queen just turns to the robot and she's just like, "These ones, really?" I leave you for 5 minutes and you choose these.
Andy, you just see a kind of a smash cut to them talking about it, and Andy just says, perhaps the recruitment protocols malfunctioned. I don't
Elsia's
know.
just
I'm
like-
just
Elsia's just 2/5 of
just
a
a
bottle of
robot.
whiskey and she's just
I'm
she's
just
just
a
like,
robot.
oh god. Nope.
Yeah, no, there's a meme of Andy, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's a shrug, and it's just I'm just a robot. That's the meme.
Oh, it's just that guess they'll die.
What do I know? I'm just a robot. So the rest of the day happens without further incident. Choi, surprisingly, when you get back, you quietly. Actually, I have a question. Do you have any ranks in infiltration?
I have 1 rank in infiltration.
Go ahead and roll me that D20 plus your D2 for infiltration, please.
Real question is-
Ooh, 18 plus 1.
19.
Nice. Choi Kim, actual ninja.
The real question is Choi going through the front door or is he going back across the ladder that they set up before?
That's a good question. Oh, okay. So here's the thing, right? You get away with it. Get past your super strict, super serious mom somehow. How do you do it though? How did you get away with it, Choi?
I know at this time, Dad's home, and she'd be tending. They'd be playing. They play cards every night, so I think that's what they do. Like in the downtime when the sun goes down, the deck of cards come out, and so does the soju. So
Yeah, no, it's like it's adults' night. They're already deep in the soju by the time you come back, and your mom probably just figured you were in your room. You don't make any noise. You're a good kid. So
I go downstairs. I get some kimbap from the fridge. Go back upstairs.
yeah, no, you even get your mom like a few cups of soju in. Just says,
Yeah.
"How's the piano practice, son?"
I'm actually, pretty good. I'm doing well. I'm
Good.
hitting those G sharps.
I'm so proud of you, baby. And it's just like
I rarely hear that.
She's drunk.
that's how you know she's been hitting it.
Hitting the soju too hard. Yeah.
The
Little
Asian
too
kid
hard, she said.
experience.
Yeah.
It is.
God damn.
That is like the first time you've heard it since that one year at Christmas where she accidentally mixed a little too much vodka in the martinis that one holiday party, like
My
years
mom's an
ago.
alcoholic. Yeah.
Maybe you don't. You know, that was years ago.
Yeah. She's
Nobody talks
recovering.
about that.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta respect my parents. It's part of culture.
Yeah. No, but you know, you don't. It's the external validation is not something you get very often, but
No, never.
that one slip up, you're just like, you also managed to, you know, disappear for a while and her not noticing. So things are different today.
Well,
Things
yeah,
are
true.
different today.
Whew. I text
yeah.
Taylor. I'm in the clear. I survived.
Taylor's response?
Taylor probably doesn't get it immediately, but 3 hours later, when she does read the text
Thumbs
message,
up emoji.
like, thumbs up emoji, thumbs up emoji, and like a spanner emoji, because she went immediately to the
workshop.
to the thing. Yeah, she's trying to figure out how to hook up the thing while also drawing down new Beyblade designs.
You're modding your wristband? That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
No, she wants to, she just wants to figure out how it works.
Break it.
She's like, yeah, fucking battleizer armor immediately.
You got a
How
flame
cool
for her?
so- Yeah.
What is it with Green Rangers who like to mess with tech? Seriously.
This is
Yeah,
what happens
so
when
you're-
you let me pick the brainy background.
I mean, I believe it. The one thing that you notice, I would like for you to roll me a d20 plus your technology skill.
It's only an 11.
Yeah. The obvious thing to you is that when you try to poke at it, prod at it, it's really solid metal. It's nothing that you have worked with. Definitely.
Just trying to like clip little alligator
Unfamiliar.
clips to it to get a reading.
Yeah. Yeah, it's giving you these bizarre like kind of jumbled up readings. Like the machines can't tell you what it actually is that you're looking at. Just it gives you nonsensical readings that you don't understand. So
Should get that damn alien to teach me its language. So I have 2 more language spots that I have to fill. I've only got 3 out of 5.
We'll work on that. Gonna check in with Kevin real quick.
Yes.
So Kevin's had an eventful day. I mean, feeling very physically capable in a way that he hasn't before. I mean, he boomeranged some alien skeleton thing.
Yeah,
That's
he did.
pretty rad.
He's feeling pretty excited.
What's going on with Kevin this
evening.
afternoon? Evening, yeah.
Yeah. Kevin is walked past his fridge. There is a note on the fridge that says, "Not home again. Look after yourself. Thanks, baby. Love, mum." So he's pulling out his chicken tendies from the air fryer that he's made himself for dinner, and he's going over to his workbench, his little setup where he has How to Draw Manga Volume 3 open, and it's got like the action poses section, and he starts chowing down on his tendies as he draws his new friends and in their Power Rangers outfits. Yeah. But he makes himself extra big and muscular in the middle.
Do you have any ranks in performance, by the way? I don't remember if I told you that performance counts for art.
Yeah. I have 1
Oh, he's
rank in
not good at it.
performance. I do have 1
Okay,
rank in performance.
That's okay. Please roll me your d20 with your performance die.
That's not good. It is a 11. 9 plus 2.
Okay, you have
Stick
a
figures.
sketch No, you have a sketch. It's a start, but you're learning new techniques. You haven't really done action poses in this way,
Yeah,
so
that's why he's got
you
How
have
to
a
Draw
rough sketch.
manga open, you know? He's still teaching
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah. So
He's also got
you,
the opening theme to the first season of Naruto playing in the background on loop. The one that goes, "You are my friend," you know?
yes, I know the song. Great, I love that. Great. So you start on your next masterpiece,
Yes.
and yeah.
So
you
far,
have-
none
you
of them have hands.
Yeah, none of them have hands or feet.
Yeah, they're all, it's like waist up, and they've all got their arms tucked behind their backs.
Yeah.
This is the beginning. This is the beginning. You've got the beginning, and you feel extremely inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think out of everyone in the group, you may arguably be most excited from what I can tell.
it's going a little bit against what my origin was. It's like I'm genuinely quite cynical, but I think that's the origin I think I chose. But it's not quite how I'm feeling Kevin is reacting to the situation. So
If you present a teenager with their ideal self
yes,
and give them like superpowers, that teenager is going to become a whole different beast.
yeah, especially considering he's been idolizing this kind of scenario for like the last decade.
Well, the origins in Essence 20 provide a base for where your character comes from at the
Yeah.
beginning of their story. They can and often do evolve from that. So,
He's cynical and jaded towards the real
know.
world. This new power world he's being encompassed in. You know, it's a different story.
yeah, you can also still be cynical in
Yeah.
the midst of all this in other ways. Like, it's not as black and white as you might think it to be. It doesn't have to be the focal point all the time, you know, but
Yeah.
it's still who your character is. So you're feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah.
Great. So let's see. We've checked in with Choi. We've checked in with Taylor. Checked in with Kevin. Ven. How is Ven after this very eventful afternoon, morning, day?
Their mind is just running wild. Like a million different thoughts at once. Like, how are we gonna practice? Like, do we have like a team strategy? Like, does anyone here have any experience? Like, just thinking just a million thoughts an hour, and they just casually walk through the front door of their home and have to walk sideways because of their costume. And their parents, their mum's an artist and she's currently painting something, and their dad's just reading a book on the couch, and they both just sort of give a quick glance like, "Oh, hey, Ven, what'd you get up to today?" And Ven just goes,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, fought some aliens," and they just go, "That's nice, honey," and go back to whatever they were doing.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the vibes. Your parents are very mellow, very chill, and they really don't question it. It's
They're just very
much
supportive of my weirdness. They're just like, "Okay, whatever you're doing." They're like, "That's a nice costume." And I was like, "Thanks." They're like, "Is that
Yeah.
where all of our boxes went?"
Yeah.
And I
That's
shuffle as
pretty-
fast as I can upstairs to my room. So guys, gotta go.
Yeah. And you go ahead and, I suppose put your masterpiece away. What do you do to decompress end your day?
That's a good question. I'm going to grab an up and go from the kitchen and then climb out my bedroom window and just chill on the roof.
Nice.
Excellent choice. And, Bennett. Someone's had a very eventful day.
Yeah. I think Bennett's going to get home, and he'll power down before he gets into the house, because he can't give away his identity. And when he gets home, his mum immediately starts yelling at him. They're like, yeah, where have you been? All those kinds of questions. Like, you're late. Curfew was ages ago. Bennett screams back. His mum throws something at him, but it misses because she's not able to. She's pretty blind. But Bennett immediately kind of runs up to his room and blasts the Linkin Park. And slams his door that's got the AC/DC poster on the outside, and then inside it's just a whole room covered in band posters and stuff. And he's using drumsticks to beat on everything around his room, doing almost a fame montage.
How many holes are there in the plaster of his walls?
8.
8 fist holes all over the walls. Yeah.
Just 8 holes.
He's really depressing.
It's yeah, no, really leaning into the sad of the sad boy situation. Do me a favor.
Yes.
Please roll me a d20 plus your survival skill die.
Oh, I've got survival. That's 20 in total.
There's something clawing at you in the back of your mind. It's a memory that's locked away, that's dying to come out.
Oh. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Turn up the music.
It hasn't felt like this before, but for years you've managed to shrug it off and play it off. You'll tell jokes about it. You'll talk to people about it as if it was no big deal. But in the shift in your reality, this newfound position that you're in, there's something that's interacting with the brain chemistry in your mind, maybe, but now you're starting to feel this feeling in the back of your mind, like there's a memory there dying to be unlocked, but you can't quite reach it. Not something you can access just yet, but it does not feel good.
I smoke a cigarette in my room.
Oh, bad boy.
Marlboro Reds.
Cloves.
Cloves.
Did you pay $1 for it from the senior, at the back of the school oval?
I did.
You just went up
I
there
did.
and you were
$1
like,
per book.
this one.
He's got a pack of Camels.
The holidays are over. School is starting up again. And for most of you, sleep comes pretty easy. For one person, gets a little bit harder than the night before to get some sleep. Actually, Kevin's floating on thin air. Sleeps like a baby. Gets a solid 8.
The cheese,
Kevin's
though,
doing great,
he has
actually.
weird dreams.
Yeah.
He's got straight up anime dreams. He's good. Kevin's dreams are awesome. No. Some people are sleeping better than others, but you all come together. at Alderbright Cove Secondary School. I don't remember if we've decided, but
We're
if
year
it's a public
12
school.
seniors. Oh,
Yeah, but if it's a public school or like what the
I assumed public.
uniform situation.
I think it'd be a public
Uniform.
school.
yeah.
Yeah, public.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking public. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they would not let Bennett have his hair.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
And he still gets in trouble
They
for it
wouldn't let
anyway.
Taylor have a pipe wrench.
I don't think
Pipe
that's just a
bomb.
private school thing.
Yeah, you all gathered, you all have started school, and now in terms of friendships, some of you are closer than others. I know we established Taylor and Choi as close friends, and Kevin as well.
Kevin isn't as close
dynamic?
friends, but he's their neighbor, so he knows them.
Oh, he's close
He's
in
hipster.
proximity.
Kevin's been
Yeah.
spying
Close
on them
in
for years.
proximity,
Yeah.
not in creepy binoculars, kid.
His notebook is full
No,
of
Kev-
crude sketches of them both in anime.
Kevin was that friend. If
Oh no.
but now he's a friend.
Right. Well,
That don't invite to a
interesting
sleepover
is
friend.
Yeah.
so the interesting part about this is that, you know, obviously, the nature of your connections are changing as you experience that common event the previous day. So, you know, whether you reach out to each other at school or not is entirely up to you. But
I think that morning Taylor would have grabbed the morpher and just been like, Choi, are you awake?
I am. Yes, I have been awake for several hours.
Why?
it's 6 a.m.
What? No, it is. Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay. Do you realize how I'm talking to you right now?
In my yes, yes.
I thought that I had like this really fucked up dream, but apparently I have responsibilities now to save the world. And I think you might be part of that.
Yes.
I would also just like this to be known, she's probably broadcasting it on all
I
channels.
was wondering
not
if this
just
was
to
an open
Joey.
channel.
Yeah.
It's definitely
it's-
an open channel. They haven't figured
Yeah.
out stuff yet.
I think we're a big deal now.
We can't tell anyone. That means that we're not a big deal.
We're not.
And
oh.
also, some alien queen who's admittedly very attractive, is using us as fodder for an intergalactic war that has killed people before.
Do you think Dulcea has a line of perfume on her planet? On their planet?
I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm very confused.
I'm still waking up. I lied.
Why
I
perfume?
wasn't awake.
That's so specific. Why would you go with perfume?
because Dulcea and Gabbana. You know what I mean?
That's a
bag that they brand. Yeah, I thought that they did bags.
More
Kevin,
people as they're waking up just jump into the channel because it's open.
Kevin had to
We're
get on
ruining
this
the end.
You guys have been
We're
having a
ruining the
DNM in
end
the
of the
group
dream.
chat.
Hey guys,
Kevin
do we start school today or tomorrow?
Oh my god.
I think it's today,
I
right?
think it's today, and
It's
I'm
today.
so mad because I didn't even get to make a pipe bomb yesterday.
Shit.
Like,
You
the
just
stuff
hear
is still sitting in my
scrambling.
truck.
Will you give us the heads up if you plan on using that at school?
I didn't make it. It's just still the stuff's just still in my truck. I've got to get it out.
Oh, good. So we got one day at school before it goes. Okay, good.
This is so
I mean,
cool.
I guess that just depends. Like, there's aliens and shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly you should bring it with you to school just in case, but you can keep it in your extra dimensional space.
The grid.
Bennett, you didn't tell your parents about yesterday, did you?
No, not at all. But I will go and see my dad at some point.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think it's a good idea to
Hey.
put gunpowder in the morphin grid just in case.
What if it blows
What if
us
it
all
reacts
up?
badly? Yeah, what if it destroys,
The grid.
whatever that is?
Just do a little bit.
I tried
Test
figuring it out, but my machines aren't strong enough. Oh, I wonder if Andy will let me borrow their equipment. Maybe I should have been nicer to them. Oh well, that bridge
I
is
thought
burned
you were
now.
pretty nice. I thought you asked some really honest and hard-hitting questions.
Maybe we can
I
hard
honestly
reboot.
don't know.
Maybe we could hard reboot Andy.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I'll bring jumper cables next time. Imagine that
did you-
Andy and Dulcia are just in the command center.
They're
Like
listening.
this. Just
Did, did you guys notice? Did you guys notice Andy changed its eyeballs? Instead of red, it was flashing green.
Yeah, I still feel like red is self-destruct. It just feels threatening.
Yes.
Hey guys, we just saw aliens and got told we're part of an intergalactic war.
Yeah, how fucked up
A
is that?
robot's eyes can change color. That's fine. You have LED lights in your room. They do that too.
I'm speaking into a watch.
Yeah, I think we could already do
You're-
that.
You're actually speaking into a
Respect.
alien wristband, so not even a watch. It's just like a. It's
Is that,
essentially a
was that
metallic
Andy
cuff.
saying that, or is that Anne?
No, it's the GM explaining something very
Okay,
specific.
I just think it's funnier if Andy's like, stop getting these things wrong!
Can you imagine we're just
No.
like, hey
Andy-
Andy, what's the time? This isn't a watch!
Andy is not eavesdropping on this channel. Like,
guys. Just remember, this is our chats. We're not insignificant little nobodies anymore. We're not like fat losers with no friends. We can save the world. We just,
The only reason we
We're
have
important.
these powers is because people died using them. Just remember
doesn't
that.
mean we will. We can be the best. We can be better.
We're just built different.
We're built
What are
different.
we?
Can...
If
Do we have a
adults couldn't
name?
do it, why do you think we would?
Do we have a
Does it have
team
to?
name? What are we?
All the anime. I don't know. What's our team name?
I don't know. We're
Um,
the morphin people.
We're the grids.
everybody, roll an
guys.
alertness check, please,
Oh, they're listening in.
for remembering.
6.
16.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
Oh, 10.
12.
Everybody who rolled higher than 15 remembers a piece of something from the long-winded explanations that you got from Andy about the Zephyr Storm. That's your team name. That you were told in the middle of exposition that the GM did not want to do. But
So we're
about
the morphin
the
guys. Zephyr Storm.
We're the morphin guys?
Yeah. it
Maybe we
sounds
could
like a
go
fucking
something gender
franchise.
neutral.
The Morphites.
Sorry. Yeah. The Morphos. The Morphos.
Well,
Do we actually know the term Power
What?
Ranger?
yeah, I don't know
it
if that
was-
was.
so everyone
The
who
root and
rolled
tooting
higher
morphin
than
shooty.
Yes.
That's all.
everyone
I
who rolled
refuse to be
higher
called
than. So the people who rolled higher than a 15 remembered the Zephyr Storm being mentioned, and the people who rolled higher than a 10 know that they are Power Rangers. That's what they are called.
Ah.
What you are called. Your team specifically is the Zephyr Storm. So yeah. It's mostly just to gauge how many of you were actually paying attention and can remember the long-winded exposition
Yeah.
from the robot.
Yeah.
So
Because, you know.
Power Rangers Zephyr Storm. That's pretty cool.
Sounds a little ominous.
You guys can call me Pink Thunder.
Okay, Kevin.
We can. We could certainly do that.
And I'll be Red Rocket.
Okay, Red Rocket.
Calling Red Rocket. Red Rocket, come in. It's Pink Thunder.
Hello, Kevin.
As you are having this discussion, there are alarm clocks that go off in the background. It is morning, your first day of school. Somehow you all have managed to wake up before the alarm clocks. But now the alarm clocks are happening and you guys have to get ready for school. Yeah.
Do you think it's okay that I slept in these clothes for 3 days?
No. Go and bathe.
Hey, guys.
Taylor,
I
put the
I've
wristwatch
bathed.
down. Go
Guys, I
bathe.
don't...
I've bathed. I just put the same clothes back on. That's...
Guys, I don't know how to turn this off because I'm taking my morning shit.
Stop holding it so close to there. Stop.
Is it like a push to talk situation, or
It's
is it a push and push?
No, yeah, it's
Push
a
and
push.
push.
Why
It's a
did you
push.
take
Forget
it
it,
off?
it's a push and push.
I'm pushing really hard.
No, you.
If you're pulling
No,
it,
that's
it's
not
something
good.
wrong.
You have to flip it out. It makes like a phone that you have to hold up to your ear.
Yeah, and you push it once to talk, and then it's like a hang up situation, so you have to hang up the call, essentially. Like, turn off the channel to
I like to think that
communicate.
Bennett knows this.
I like to
She's
think
not
Bennett
used to it.
knows it and is ignoring it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so eventually you all get through to your first day of school. Now, someone mentioned earlier, it was Kevin. No, it was Ven, wondering about whether how they were going to train and such. Do you bring up your concerns to anyone?
Yeah, I'll just. Beep. So what are you guys doing after school today?
Ven, we're in study hall.
Sorry.
Gotta be
What are
quiet.
you guys doing after school today?
I actually want to
I
talk
might
to
go
you.
on.
Oh,
I might go to the train yard and practice my karate skills with my new morphin suit.
Oh, that's a great
You guys
idea.
want to come train together?
Yeah, training sounds good.
It sounds really good.
Maybe we could do some
Do you
maneuvers.
guys want to beat the shit out of anything?
Yeah. My dad's address is.
No.
Maybe
It's
we'll...
okay, Bennett. If you can visualize it, we can get there.
There's
Okay, great.
probably old
Training
barrels
first,
and
beating later.
metal beams at the train yard, probably. Then...
Also, remember, given access to a training room.
Punching old
Sorry, I
train
said-
cars sounds like fun as well.
I said train yard. I meant training room.
No, I like the train yard idea better.
Okay, I mean,
Abandoned
you
train
have
yard.
multiple options. You have multiple options. There
It is
could
a
be
very
abandoned
Aussie
training.
thing to go out into a wooded area and just like destroy shit. Like
Punch some trees.
yeah.
I think that, I mean, super high tech training room, very Aussie situation of going to a training yard. I don't know, a train yard. I don't know. Make it whatever you guys want to make it. I'll go with it.
What about we go to the training room and make it a training yard? A train yard.
Best of both
You know what I really want to do, guys? I want to see if we can fight the things that killed the other Rangers. Like,
No, I
just
don't
to
want to
see if
do
we're better-
that. I don't want to die.
That sounds like a bad idea.
No, just like in the training room where it probably won't kill us.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I thought we were just gonna go avenge them or something. No, that sounds better.
Yeah, let's go to California, guys.
Then
Do we?
all know how far away California is. You're not
Don't we
getting
have
there.
to visualize what we want to fight? Do we even know what killed the last guys?
I mean, I'm assuming that Andy showed us what killed them in that snuff film that they showed us. So.
Andy showed you a lot of things. That one of those. That one is not one of those things. It is a very carefully curated training montage,
Snuff.
training video without any deaths.
Right. Bennett's dad
Um,
it is, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, depending on where you go for your, if you guys are actually going to go to an actual train yard versus trying to work out the simulation room.
Hey, do you guys think that we should go back to the spaceship, to the command center, and just like punt Andy around a little bit? I feel like they're very aerodynamic.
I wanted to
Yeah,
kick.
why-
I wanted to
What
kick
has
them. They're
Andy
like a little
done
ball.
wrong?
Andy's
Why
nothing
don't
wrong.
we
It's
go
just the
to-
shape.
Andy recruited child soldiers.
We'll
He's
go to the
just a
training
little orb.
simulation. We'll go to the training simulation and make a simulation of us kicking Andy around a train yard.
Yeah, alright. I could do that.
Okay, I agree with this.
Eventually, you guys find your way back to the command tower, where you magically are able to teleport where you need to teleport because you're Power Rangers now, and that's the thing that happens. You come and go of your own free will, and you come together in this room. There is a control panel that essentially lists a whole bunch of options for different scenarios or different backdrops, different things you can drop into the holographic simulation. And there is a folder that is locked.
Then start pressing buttons. It's what you did last time. I mean,
Can
Pink
I-
Thunder, start pressing buttons.
Can I? Hold on, Kevin. Can
Yeah.
I give it a go? Do we want to unlock whatever that is?
Give it.
Should we morph first, just in case it kills us?
Oh,
I'm assuming that the hot alien is still here and she won't let us die, but just in case.
Is there a hacking
it's
skill?
morphin' time!
Do the thing! I
I don't have a stick anymore, guys. Feel the storm.
Morph sequence happens.
Hair just goes back into the helmet.
it just
Oh.
ties itself in a bun and during the sequence and into the helmet.
So good, Brendan. Very
Sorry,
on
the
point,
buttons didn't work.
very quick.
There, the all button will work now.
We're morphin'!
Why is my head so big?
Except it doesn't do George for
Whoa.
some reason. Oh, there it is.
Yes!
Yeah, I'll morph.
It's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time.
Form
all-
of an ice menorah.
Oh my
Right.
god. You all get developed in your light of respective in your energy of your respective color, and then you emerge in your morph forms once more. Oh my goodness, I am doing great tonight. So you are in your morph forms before you've even programmed simulation. So do you would you like to unlock the folder, or would you like to access a simulation that is readily accessible, create your own scenarios? It's like
Can we create a scenario where it's the same room, but with the key to unlock the folder.
Smart.
Big brain energy over here. But I think that's a good way around it.
Who here has ranks in technology?
That's a Choi and Taylor.
Yeah.
What is your skill die? What is your skill die?
D4 for me.
D4 as well.
So because you are both equal in this, you can either roll separately, or one can lend assistance to the other, and the person making the roll will roll their skill die one level higher, which means it would be rolled with a d6.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I would suggest. Specifically because of something Taylor can do as a brainy origin, you can treat one roll, is it once per day or once per scene?
Yeah.
As
Once per scene, I think.
Yeah.
I can do
okay, let me double check that.
the
Specialize.
specializing in these single smart spec skill points. Skill test, roll a die. All the
Hell
dice up to your skill level. If you roll a d6, you would also roll a d4 and a d2. That's a lot of dice. But also, I could do that, and Choi could still roll, and we could still have twice as many chances of succeeding.
Okay, so the lend assistance would give you the d6. So you can do a d4 and a d2 with your roll, and then Choi can roll separately, or Choi can assist you, and you could roll d6, d4, d2, and then
Yeah,
see, that's fine.
I'll assist you.
Okay, I was gonna say because I could still roll a d4 and a d2, and you could still roll yours with a d4.
We'll have a better outcome if there's more dice involved. I hope.
We'll
yeah,
find
yeah.
out. Okay, interesting. Okay,
They work so well
12
together.
plus 4 plus 3 plus 2.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I'm bad
So-
at math. Hang on. 21.
You don't add all of them. You add the highest one.
Oh, I thought it was you added all 3 of them. Okay.
So you
In that
just pick
case,
the highest
16.
one. Did you roll max on any of those die?
Yeah, I rolled max on the d4. I got a 4.
So that is actually a crit. You rolled
Oh.
a
Even though I
max
didn't-
on your skill.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Even
the
though I didn't
difficult-
roll a crit on the d20.
No.
Cool.
You as long as you pass the check, skill die. The skill die, if you roll max, will crit. The difficulty was a 15. I didn't tell you, but you nailed it by one.
Shit.
So
Nice.
managed to unlock this folder actually. Normally, you wouldn't be able to get a read on it, but because you are, because of your knowledge base, you actually notice that you immediately know that most of this stuff is encrypted. There are some files that are accessible that are essentially challenging training scenarios. So you can infer that perhaps this is meant to be more advanced training scenarios.
Guys, I want you to refer to me as the green hacker. Okay, that's my call sign.
The
But
Gracker.
also, I found the ones that will kill us, and that probably means the ones that killed the previous versions of us are in here somewhere. But they are encrypted, and I can't get to them. But I can get some other
Yikes.
hard ones if you want to get the shit beaten out of you.
Yes, I do.
Let's start small.
I just slowly turn and look at Bennett. And
Let's go to 100 straight away.
Choi in particular, looking at Bennett, you know there are things you know about your friend that no one else knows, which make you question whether you guys should be doing this at all. Especially since you are super new to this. you are wondering whether you should be jumping into hard mode for your first training session.
I'll leave it to democracy.
And the worst thing that happens is we die, and or get resurrected again by a hot alien.
Yeah, they never clarified whether we could die in these, did they?
They did not.
Well, the other ones did.
I'm ready to
That would
roll
be
those
some
dice.
pretty
No-
brutal
not
training.
in- They weren't training when they died. This is a training room.
This is a training.
You were told that it wasn't. You were told that they died in battle, not in training. So this
Yeah.
is a training room. Just
Oh yeah,
to
but I think the
remind
general
you.
gist is if we put a really hard simulation on, can we die in the training room? We haven't been told whether or not we can.
Oh yeah, no, you haven't been told that at all.
Yeah, so that's what we're debating.
They-
Anyone who has ranks in alertness, I would like for you to roll it. It is alertness insight. Insight, if you have the specialization, will be relevant. Otherwise, just alertness.
Nice.
I do have
19.
alertness.
14.
14 as well.
Yeah.
I got a natural 20 plus a 3.
Yeah, no, you all kind of get the sense that generally, like, you got the sense from Dulcea that where, like, the training room is just that. It's for training. You know, just general scenarios. But you also get the sense from remembering the previous this conversation that you were not meant to find the difficult scenarios, that it was supposed to be just, oh, it's training, it's a safe way to learn. She conveniently did not tell you about the difficult scenarios, thinking that you wouldn't touch those for a while. You know, like, it was not part of the conversation. She just kind of told you the easy
Yeah.
parts.
I mean, one of
Bennett-
our
So
first
you are-
questions to her was, what is your moral stance on recruiting child soldiers? So I feel like she should have expected this. This
Bennett
is
just
not
She
tries
nice.
knew.
to-
She put it there. She's like, "There's no way those assholes are gonna be able to resist unlocking this." Going straight for those.
This is the easiest way to get the next lot of rangers in. We kill
Bennett's
these
just gonna try to convince Kevin that calories don't count when you're in the training room.
Roll a persuasion check. Roll your d20 plus your persuasion.
That is a 19 plus plus
What's
a
your-
D4,
To die.
and I got a 4, so 23.
So you
Okay,
crit, right?
Yeah, hold on. So what is Kevin's willpower or cleverness? Which one's the higher one?
Willpower and cleverness.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Kevin. You can eat as much as you want here.
Where are the willpower and cleverness on the sheet?
It's underneath your essence score. So cleverness is
Yeah, I'm
your,
just smart. Directly
willpower
under
is under smarts and cleverness is under social. Whichever one's the highest one. It's your
Oh, I see. My
Plus
willpower
10.
is 12, and my cleverness is 16.
okay. So it's he barely just squeaks that by you, and he's like trying to convince you of this.
Kevin
Anyway,
pulls
so
out
you
a
guys
bag of
have this
gummy bears. He's like,
conversation? So how does the vote go? That's for the difficult scenario.
"We could take it."
Hands
I
up
vote,
for how
I
I've
vote
seen
yay.
it.
You know what? I just think it'd be hilarious, and I want to know what's going to happen. So I vote yes as well.
And you, Ven?
All right.
I vote no.
Yes. Oh, I also vote no.
Kevin's the tiebreaker.
Oh,
Kevin said yes.
I've already voted.
Oh, Kevin said yes?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I missed
We have
that.
3 yeses
All
and
right.
2 no's.
I know you guys want
Kevin's
to
already
vote,
got
but
his
I
boomerang
just
out.
need you to know my stance.
Same. This is ridiculous. Scouts on it. We're fucked.
Yeah, Yeah, but like
Well,
we can
and-
just end the simulation if something bad happens.
I like my face. I don't want to get punched in by AI.
He's got
There's
a
no
sign
guarantee we
alongside
can
his
actually end the
helmet.
Not
simulation
good.
once it's started.
Look, in theory, you can end a simulation. Death is an end.
That's true.
Okay.
Once again, I vote no.
As you further debate this question of do you do the hard scenario, this is where we'll end the session for this evening.
Oh.
With
Cliffhanger.
moral debates and
Just
quandaries of
Schrodinger's
all
Rangers.
sorts. Then y'all gotta get somewhere. Gotta get that training in. So with our rangers questioning everything, questioning their weird new alien figurehead and their new status as a team,
I, for one, welcome our alien overlords.
we will wrap tonight's session up. Let's go around the table really quick because I think this is fun. Starting with Axel. Quickly, one line. What's your favorite part of tonight's session?
Ooh, favorite part. Oh, that's hard to pick. I enjoyed finding out that the comms aren't like a private channel and it's everyone.
I love that so much. That was funny. Great. Benji.
That the whole democracy voting thing was funny, but also honorable mention to calling out the good guy for being like, "This is fucked up." We're kids.
Ash.
Oh yeah, it is Dulcia's blue screen of death when she was asked the question about the morality of hiring children to die. Like just the idea that
Next question.
this all-powerful queen of like an alien civilization is just like, are we doing something terrible? No, surely not. We're the good guys. We've done nothing wrong ever.
It's the
Just having
children
that
who are
little-
wrong.
Exactly.
George.
It would be Kevin's inspiring backflip.
That's a good one.
Brendan.
I liked seeing a glimpse into everyone's home life when we went back to Earth, and we saw little glimpses into everyone's home life. That was a nice little moment, little peek behind the curtain. Oh, and you've gone mute on my end. Oh, there.
A little. Great. I'm sorry. The sound is being weird. We are going to do our outros real quick. Let's start.
What was your
with-
favorite moment?
What was your favorite moment, Ed?
Oh, I'm sorry, but just like, everyone, you know what? I love that democracy, that vote, just dangling the hard mode on you guys in the simulation. That's great. I was looking forward to that. Right. We're gonna do outros really quickly, starting with Axel.
Hello, my name's Axel Bevington. I'm a performer and makeup artist. You can find me on Instagram at Bevingto and at axel.mua, and you can find me here for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Bam! And Benji. Muted.
Don't tell him.
No! You're muted.
All right, next.
What?
You're muted, Benji.
Hey,
There we go.
Five Nothing Negative podcast. You can find me on all socials at Banjack, or on any where you listen to with your podcast with Nothing Negative.
Great. Ash.
Hey, I'm still Ash, still make stuff, still not part of Split the Party TV, but I do have a podcast now. I made it up while the game was going.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, I don't have a podcast, but you can find me playing as the Twilight Cleric Lilith in Sword of the Skulls campaign over on OzQuest every couple of Sundays.
Bam!
Ash
And
makes
George.
stuff.
Yeah. George.
I'm just kidding. Hey guys, I'm George. You can find me over on Split the Party if you want to check out more of our ridiculous, chaotic shit. It is good and it's entertaining. You can also find me at Sir George with you on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, come check us out. It's good.
And last but not least, Brendan.
Hey. Hey, Brendan. Brenzies on all socials. Come check me out, me and Ben out on Nothing Negative Podcast, and where we do film reviews. And also check me out on Split the Party. Thank you.
Just a couple of quick reminders before we end for the evening. We are at 25% of our goal for our suited up morphed forms and getting our art commission for that. So thank you so much for those who have contributed. We hope to get that goal relatively soon. So thank you so much for your contributions. ! Ko-Fi to contribute as you are able to level
So
up
we
the
mocked
stream.
up. We made a mock-up of some possible Ranger costumes.
They look
If we
really
get to
good.
50% in the next stream, we'll show you guys.
Yes.
I'll just bring the pictures here and I'll just scroll through them.
There you go. And really quickly, gotta shout out our sponsor, Wooten Forge.
Wooten Forge.
Yeah. Check out the affiliate link using !Wooten Forge and save yourself 10% with our code Zephyrstorm. That's all one word, all caps, according to my script. Yes. So go and check that out. Support our sponsor. Again, I am Anne Ramos. I've been your game master for this very chaotic evening. You can find me on Twitter at @XO_GirlWonder or on the Blue Sky at @TheGirlWonder. And you can check out all of my actual play work on beacons.ai/GirlWonder. Beware, there's like hundreds of hours of content in the archives tab, so enter at your own risk.
That's it.
If you enjoy tonight's content, you should check out the rest of Split the Party shows. Thursday morning, Wednesday evening for the North Americans in the audience. Good Morning RPG is live here on Twitch with Matt. And the D&D series is on YouTube. Chapter 5 is dropping soon. Wow. Look at how quickly the time goes. And who are we rating? Is GM Workshop still on?
There is a very, very cursed video featuring a lot of baked beans.
Oh my goodness.
That if you guys are new to the channel, watch it. Just do it. It's a time. Just, it's worth it. I promise.
Right. So, I don't know if GM
Yeah,
Workshop is
Brendan,
still going.
are
Are they still?
doing
Are
our
they
raid?
still going?
Yeah, so
We
raid,
can raid.
GM RPG, or what were we doing?
GM Workshop, are they
GM.
still on? I just wanted to know.
I don't know who to... Tell me who we're raiding, and I'll raid them.
I just don't know if GM Workshop's still on.
I am
Yeah.
jumping in to check. They are.
Ah, there we go.
Let's go and raid GM Workshop, because here at Split the Party we like to pass the love along.
Pass the level along. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Oh,
Oh,
as it turns out. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting conflicting messages in my ear. You know what? We'll figure out the raid as we go.
yeah, well, we can go
but-
ending.
But we'll see you next time. Same time, same channel next week for more Power Rangers Zephyr Storm.
A different
you.
place.